How's it going, Lawrence Tam? The reason you're here is because you have clicked on option one. All right. In option one, what I wanted to do is look. I have a very big, very large student body, basically people who learn from me. I don't know. There's all over the place. People don't say anything until I ask, and I found out that I have a lot of international students. One way to focus that was, well, international people are different, right? Whatever it may be, I'm not sure what it is, but my training seems to kind of take a different step towards international. So what I wanted to do was focus on my USA Canada people, and here's what I wanted to focus on. I mean, Jamaica, Bahamas, Puerto Rico too, but generally USA and Canada. And this is what I want to do. Option one is basically for my peeps in USA, Canada, and surrounding areas near there. Here's the one thing I've learned. I want to teach the principle of leverage. Okay, leverage is being able to have a large mass. Okay, and if you have a fulcrum, if you have a long enough beam, you can exert a force to raise this mass. And it's all about leverage, right? It's about leverage. Okay. And I want to be able to teach this in this form. You know, when you learn this in school, it's like, well, how does that apply for real life? Well, you get the idea of working harder. That's not the real way to make some money. It's the way to working smarter is the way to making more money, right? All successful people work hard, but how does their 1 hour translate to $1,000 an hour versus someone who works really hard and makes $10 an hour? There's a difference. It's called leverage, and I want to be able to drive this into you. See, what I'm trying to do with my team members, basically in USA and Canada, is to prove there is one principle that I have yet to see broken. Okay, that I have yet to see broken. It's a common thread. When you have enough data that keeps showing up over and over and over and over and over again, it's basically fact. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, I've only been here, about 4 years of this video, since this video is being cut on the internet and offline marketing. And I'm going to say, in fact, if you're looking for speed and cost, you're going to look offline. Now, what does really offline mean? What I say about offline is not having to worry about internet marketing. Okay, not having to worry about internet marketing, right? Not having to learn the new gadgets, the new tools, the new software, right? That is what you don't want to learn. And see, because all of this learning actually affects the speed and it affects the cost, right? So when I have a student who comes in, he goes, "Hey, look, I live in Washington. Okay, I'm looking to transition from real estate, or I'm transitioning from engineering. What do you recommend?" The clear and simple fact is, I'm going to offer them a way to make money faster, quicker. I'm not going to use the word easy. Okay, mentally, business is never easy, but is it worth it? Right? I mean, is it worth it to you to work 60 hours a week and make 65,000? Is that worth it to you? Or is it worth it to you to work 60 hours a week and make 600,000? So there's a difference. There's a distinct difference. The person who trades their time for money and the person who does it online, their growth cycle is going to spiral up. It's just going to spiral up. The average person I know takes about 1 year to learn online marketing to make, on average, I would say $2,000 a month. That's a good student. 1 year, $2,000 a month. That's a good student. Okay. Why? Because I've experienced that. Every single person I've run into have experienced that. The hundreds and thousands of students that I've run into, that's not a bad deal. I mean, I went to college for 4 years, getting an engineering degree to make, $55,000 coming out of college. I thought that was awesome. As a college student, I was like, yeah, that's awesome. But, as we get older, depending on what the inflation is today, right? That is not where you want to be. You don't want to be the guy who's taking care of 4 kids, making $100,000 a year. You want to be the guy making $100,000 a month, right? Because your time is precious, and if you're working a full load, why aren't you making more? Well, basically you're not leveraging basically speed and cost properly. And I really want you to kind of dive into that, and let me show you how to do that, right? So here's the deal. Option one has to do with offline business building. And I'm going to show you what true leverage is. Okay. True leverage is this. True leverage is understanding we are in business. Now, if you're looking for a job, this is not for you. All right. If you want to make $5 an hour, go ahead and do that in the fast food joint. If you want to see how I'm making 50 grand a month, leveraging, understanding this, let me show you how to do it. And I do it part-time because I understand leverage. So here's number one. Number one, it's got to be in a business. It just has to be. All right. Unless you're a lawyer. I mean, even doctors don't have it. So generally that business needs to be in sales. All right. Now, if you want to leverage, it needs to be seamless sales, right? Because most people aren't true salespeople. Like, it's only like 5% of the population who can truly sell anything. So if you want to build leverage, you must be able to do it seamlessly, or you're going to lose people, right? And then number four, it needs to have some mass appeal, right? And it needs to be widely accepted. If you're basically selling, illegal things or things no one's even heard of and no one will hear of, right? It's too small of a niche. You've heard of this, niche things. You're going to have some issues. So it's got to be a business, got to be in sales. Now, how does this really help you? Well, we'll check this out. The business you run, if you run it offline, can be up and running very quickly because you're no longer worrying about online things. Facebook, Google, traffic, opt-ins, leads, autoresponders, ad copy, how to move a picture left and right, how to make a pop-up. You're not worried about any of that because you're doing what is a tried and true offline methods of marketing, which is, for option one, belly to belly. Belly to belly. What that really is it's just people. People talking to people, they just basically talk, someone talks to you. It's just talking to people, right? My preference in this arena, now I've known many other people to do it in other arenas, but I've never seen anyone do it as quickly as I have, and have seen other people do it. It is in network marketing. Network marketing, some people take the wrong connotation of what it is. Think of it as a sales force, all right? If you go to any sales-driven force, here's you. If you make the company money, here's the company. They're going to drop other salespeople under you. Because why? You've proven to handle your own business. They want you to go ahead and train these salespeople how to do the same thing so they can make money, which then goes back to the company. And since you are their basically their lead, their manager, you make a cut of that. This to me is the proper way of thinking of network marketing, okay? Being able to leverage all their sales teams, whoever they may be, to then pay you. Now, some of these sales teams will then have their own sales teams. Because why? The company trusts them and upgrades that person. So what happens is you will then get to differentiate who are your leaders. And in business, leaders make more what? They make more money. So you're going to have people who come in and do their own thing. They'll make some money. They'll make some money. They'll make some money. Maybe this one loses some money because it's a business. But you're going to have people who make some money. And then you have some people who make a lot of money. You want to be the person in charge and connected to this person. That's who you want to be. Why? Because that person will pay the company and will also pay you. All right? It's a two-way street. Now, the connection is the company gives you rights to be able to sell whatever you want to sell, to be able to build whatever you want to build. If you've been in any network marketing company, this is the dream people have. This is the story that everyone's been pitched on. I was pitched on this, and I would say many people have been able to do it, but then many people haven't. So it's kind of hard to say where you sit. But most people who come to me say, hey, Lawrence, I've never experienced this before. I've never had true success in a network marketing company, and I'm gonna show you how you can with me. See, I'm in a network marketing company. Now, income disclaimer: I don't know what you're capable of. I don't know what you can make. This is just my stuff. I came in 45 days. I made more than $30,000 in a network marketing company. Not top tier, not something that costs $50,000 where it's like a really big commission. Standard network marketing company. I made over $30,000 in 45 days from the start date, part-time. And really that came to belly, talking to people, and just doing standard network marketing. I basically came in, helped a lot of these people make money. The company decided to pay me a lot of money. All right, a lot of money. But every single person who was working was making money. This is very traditional. Maybe this seems very similar to what you've experienced in the past. But here is the difference. Here's the difference. And I think you'll love the difference in here. The difference of what I do and why my positioning and why my training today is called leverage. What if you can have my sales force? Just think about that. What if our deal with this is you come in with me, I can give you a sales force. I can give you a sales force. Now, what does that mean? So check this out. So here's me. I only have 3 reps who have proven themselves to have done a significant amount of money for the company. Okay? And they've made the company a lot of money, which then has made me a lot of money, which then I pay the company also. In that effort, the sales company then goes ahead and just showers us all with money because we do production. We sell products, we sell a consumable, we sell products, and we make the majority of our money from product sales. The overwhelming majority from customers and product sales. Because of this, how does this affect you? And where does leverage come in? Let me show you. Here's where real leverage comes in. Here's number 1. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. Here's you. You're in here somewhere. I bring you in. Let's say you come in and you're like, Lawrence, I'm sick and tired of my situation. I'm going to come in my first 30 days. I'm going to go ahead and do about $20,000 in volume. Now, some of you might say, oh my goodness. Some of you might say, that's peanuts. Let's put in perspective what I did. Okay, this is what I've done. In 45 days from start, I did $223,000 in sales. Okay, so if you say you came in 20, to me, anyone who does more than 20 personally within the first 30 days is someone who's very serious, someone who's coachable, someone who has an experience to build that business. This is what I'm going to do. Here's you. I'm going to probably stick you somewhere under our team, but I'm going to give you teams to manage. Why? Here's the reason why. We only build in 3s. Because in our philosophy, in my team, we believe that is the best way to structure a team. Not having too many direct reports to you. We give them to our team. We all still make the money, but then you get to handle my leaders. See, if I trust you and that you can handle your business, of course I'm going to want to give you some of my leaders. Now here's a situation where, true story, here's what happened. Here's me, and there's my wife. All right. In our business, this is called a waiting room. All right. And the reason being, I have 60 days to move my leaders under somebody, either through me or to somebody else. And so I have my wife here, And she had at that time about $22,000 in sales. At that time, okay, it took about 25 days. Okay, I had someone else here. Okay, this someone else, she had about 16,000. Okay, this we'll just call her M. She had about 16,000, and I'll go. You know what? My wife, she's about to have a baby. She's not going to be able to push it too hard. I think this mystery M person, could benefit from having my wife's team for her to manage. So it's not me managing. It's I pass the responsibility to someone. So what happened was I came in, I gave her a top spot, and then I gave her my wife. Why did I do that? My stipulation to this mystery person was, if you can generate $5,000 in 48 hours, I believe you have the stuff that I'm looking for in my team. I believe if you're asked to do something, you make it happen. No excuses, no pity party, just make it happen. She went ahead and did about, I think, 22,000 total, 22 and a half. And then the last minute, she went ahead and hit 24, I think. I think that was the end goal. So she did it. And so I blessed this mystery person in my team. I gave her my wife. My wife at that time still had well over 22,000. She had her I think it was 24,000. When you add those together, that was over $40,000 in sales. That gave her a promotion. And she became a national director at that point in her first 45 days. So what happened was, in this situation, I wanted to bless somebody, didn't want to run my wife's business at the same time. I'm like, okay, who is worthy of my wife's production, 22,000 in volume? I was able to take my wife, stick her, because it was within 60 days, stick her under this female leader. This female leader says, hey, I don't just give stuff away, but it looks like you're very close to a promotion. If you can reach this amount, I would be more than happy to give you my wife. Now, what happens then is, here's me. Down somewhere here, there's M, right? She has, about, I don't know, like 50,000 in volume, probably about 100 plus reps in her team. That, to me, in my situation, that's leverage. How is that leverage? I'm utilizing someone else to make me money. And all I did was just combine a couple of things, makes me money. Now this rep, by working hard, showing me that she earned the love, that she deserved some help, she now, I believe right now, her position makes $3,000 to $8,000 per month. And she created it out of thin air in 45 days. See, I helped her, and she leveraged me by taking my wife and placing it under her organization. This is how we did it. This is some of the crazy stuff that happened. In 45 days, I've helped 23 people get a BMW. I've helped 5 people hit national director. I've helped 1 person hit presidential. The average, so this is income disclosures. The average person here makes about 1,000. Average person here makes about 4,000. Average person here makes about 8,000, around there. And if you want to look, this is the BMW that I got, my M3. And it's nice. It's nice to be appreciated when your company wants to appreciate you, right? So I did this all in 45 days. Why? Because of true leverage. I'm going to bring people in because I'm a sales machine. I'm going to do it. I'm going to find like-minded, focused individuals who are going to make sales. And so what I wanted to do was, well, if I do that, since I'm here, I only have 3 people here, and I brought in like 50 reps, within 50 days, about a person a day, that means 47 reps plus their customers, plus their monthly sales, plus all new sales. They needed to go under people. It has to go under the people I trust. Not just because you got in. That's not how I run my business, but because you produced. That helped us make 23 BMWs. These people produced. I went ahead and started dumping all this under people. Under people. Okay. What I want you to do now is click the link below, watch a presentation of what we do, how we've been able to basically just rewrite what people think is even fathomable in building a home-based business. And I do it part-time, and I just feel like if you're in the USA or Canada, I think you have an unfair advantage that you have a system with my team of how we do this. It's not just me making money. I've made money in many different places. It's my team making money. Individuals who've never made money and they've done things, but they never got the help they needed to get to the next level, to pay the bills that they needed to pay to stay in the business, to run a profitable business very quickly. This is my ability and my blessing for my team. Leverage me. Take my leaders. Prove to me you can earn them. Prove to me you can handle them. And I'll give them to you. Click the link below. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And just watch what I'm going to do in the next 6 months.